ask for, you shall receive. The universe is basically at your disposal. So once again, welcome to the program. Now, interesting things have actually developed today, but what is very important to note is our welfare, our social welfare. The security of a nation is actually very paramount. It sets the landmark, it sets the tone, it sets a template for its economic viability. The pulse of the nation, it's economy, how the country is able to produce, how the people are able to feed and eat, and how the atmosphere can attract investment opportunity. If the insecurity or the security apparatus, the security bane of the country is not for sure, is not certain, it creates uncertainty, it creates apprehension in the minds of potential investors. And when I'm talking about potential investors, I'm not referring to investors who want to invest from possibly other countries outside Nigeria. I'm referring to potential investors who are checking, the climate and see if it is possible to invest here, whereby after a couple of months they wouldn't have issues with that particular community or access being deserted because of insecurity. It also promises a future with the people if the security situation of the country can be confirmed, can be affirmed. But this administration marked 2 years. One of the things they told us is, I wouldn't say that our Nigerian army, especially those who are giving their lives at the forefront, are not doing the best. A lot of young boys have lost their lives in trying to secure this country. And it's quite sad that when it feels like these people are dying and then it's almost like the effort they're putting is not working, or that certain persons are using their lives for a political chess game, is debilitating and it's psychologically wrenching. It is not something that a government should take at a light note. It is imperative that this is seriously looked into, beyond certain persons staying behind the closed door and having talks and drinking tea and taking wine and not looking into the security situation in the country. The reason why I'm starting with this supposed diatribe is concerning what is going on in Benue State. There is a consistent attack in that community and it's sad. It's happening daily. Every day you hear herdsmen, terrorists have taken over some community, macheted persons. The other day we saw videos of them running away from their communities looking for safety. So before you know, that entire stretch of the state becomes barren, a state that is termed the food basket of the nation. So when the food basket of the nation becomes barren, then what happens to food consumption? About 28 persons were supposedly ransacked in a particular community, not just ransacked, some of them mutilated, killed, and we haven't heard the president give any order to our security agencies to go set up a base there and do something. We haven't heard anything from the state governor. Actually, they're making it seem like it's a political situation. Well, to the detriment of the lives of the people that you're meant to govern? Okay, that's one aspect that I feel is considerable that we need to look into. The second thing is concerning the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Earlier on today, Nyesom Wike organized a press conference. It's not surprising because I suspected this would happen after Amaechi, the former Minister of Transportation and also the former Governor of Rivers State, did his 60th birthday, and he actually invited a couple of bigwigs to come give us their remarks and speech. And he said quite a lot. I'm sure if you listen to the political spotlight, you would have listened to some of the responses or reactions he made concerning government, concerning the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And it will not be surprising to you to note what Nyesom Wike said in regards to that. Oh, trust me, he had quite a lot to say about what Amaechi said, Governor Amaechi said. In fact, he asked Amaechi why he would have made such a remark, why he would have made certain statements about the president in that particular broadcast. He even asked Amaechi why he would dare to say he wants to remove the president. That does he know the meaning of that word remove? You didn't even talk about voting him out, that he said remove. Well, I want us to listen to Governor Amaechi, rather former Governor Amaechi, and also what Nyesom Wike had to say about it. Like I said, his clarifications as of this point in time is what we are trying to configure. And in regards to a couple of statements he made, which was what made a lot of Nigerians try to understand, at what point did it get to this level where people began not to understand that politics shouldn't be something that you respond to all the time. There are certain instances that you can decide to say, while we consider certain motives, we must also consider the plausible reaction to criticisms to government. And while some persons shouldn't personalize it, some persons should internalize some things being said, take it as a correction rather than criticize or possibly make derogatory statements. Let's listen to Nyesom Wike here.
Governor and Minister.
Hold on. You are talking about Amaechi.
Yes, sir.
And you have been specific. I don't know how a man will choose his 60th birthday to tell lies. It's unfortunate. Of all time, it's your 60th birthday that people are celebrating you. You used to tell lies to Nigerians. You are hungry. Let us tell ourselves this. He was Speaker 1999 to 2007. Yeah. And if anybody knows, he was the most pampered speaker. Then he was reading law in London as a speaker 1999 to 2007. He became a governor 2007 to 2015. He was still reading law in London. 8 years as Speaker of Rivers State House Assembly. 8 years as governor of Rivers. You never talked about hunger. You became a minister from 2015 to 2023. 8 years, super minister, transport, where you were borrowing money for exit bag, loans. You didn't talk about hunger. 2 years you have left office. I'm in coalition because I'm hungry. You're only hungry of power. And that shows failure on his part. How do you look at it? How do you insult Nigerians? How do you trivialize the issue of hunger or poverty? Why do you do that? You're insulting Nigerians. You joined Atiku. You joined Alpha because you are hungry. Have you not insulted Nigerians? Just that you can't stay out of power. That's the hunger. You can't stay out of power. How would a man since 1999 to 2023 will stand before Nigerians who presided over billions of naira? This was the same man who on the national television told Nigerians he doesn't like money. Meanwhile, dollar was showing. Meanwhile, dollar. You are carrying dollar. And you are telling Nigerians you don't like money. What kind of country is this? And we are listening to that. And you said it's influential. What's the influence? Let me tell you what's the influence. You know, we overrate people. We overrate people. What's the influence? He was governor 2015. He couldn't produce a successor. He couldn't give his candidate, Muhammad Buhari, come up 25%. He was a sitting minister in 2019. No president had ever moved with soldiers the way he came with soldiers. He said he produced a governor. He couldn't produce a candidate. Again, his candidate Buhari didn't make 25%. He was the teacher of campaign. Wow. Again, in 2023, he came. Okay, this time around, I'm going to support Atiku. In PDP, thank God, we did not support PDP. If I supported PDP and they won, he would have taken the glory. We said, okay, we will not support PDP. They failed. They didn't even get 10%. So what is his influential? It's just because, you see, look, I thank God he is in a coalition. I want that coalition. I've told Nigeria, look, I don't like this talking. Let this coalition, let them form as a team. Let them start from home to start moving the president to. What is that you remove? You start from their home to remove him by making sure president loses the election. How could somebody come out on national television and tell Nigerians, if we want to remove the president now, we can? Is it a military coup? The water war removal links to dictatorship, to the military. You only use that word, remove, when there's a coup. And I thought I would have said, we'll vote him out. No. But whichever way. Whichever way. Why would a man not talk about, you saw what happened in this country in 2015, 2019. Look at the suffering I done past 2023. All right, we have just 2 minutes.
Okay, so that was yes, and we came right there reacting and responding to what Amaechi said. I like I said, I wasn't surprised when he made that statement. I was even wondering when he was going to speak, because I, for one person, know that he likes to call the press to react to issues like this. Meanwhile, Senator Natasha Akpoti has refuted claims that she attempted to undermine President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, which was alleged by a particular professor in Beke named Sandra Duru. Duru, as you know, accused Akpoti Uduaghan of planning to campaign against the president by targeting the Senate president. Well, in a very recent interview with Adiola Fayin, who I'm sure a couple of you know her, Akpoti stressed that she had never made such statements and described herself as someone who values unity and diversity. She said that, for example, the accusations against her may actually be influenced by external forces. So people feel that this has dragged for so long and that the National Assembly needs to do something as soon as possible in resolving this back and forth about Senator Natasha Akpoti and Godswill Akpabio. And before I introduce my guest today, being Monday, you know how Monday is, there was a remark made by the former Kogi State Senator, Dino Malai. He had actually quite a lot to say about the president as a person, and which is quite disturbing. Either it is disturbing or it is something that a couple of us know. But the administration of the president is being questioned. The personality of the president is being questioned. His ability to govern is being questioned in certain quarters, specifically those who do not think he's done enough in the first 2 years, despite him pleading with Nigerians to be patient. The president has pleaded with Nigerians to please be patient. His supporters believe that the administration is doing well, and there's a lot that he has actually been able to accomplish, which other presidents were not able to accomplish in 2 years. But let's take a listen to Dino Malai. A couple of persons may think this is too personal for him to have come out to disclose like this in a monitored television program.
It's only in Nigeria will APC, now, with the kind of manifestation of satanism, of wickedness, of killing, of kidnapping, of poverty, of hunger, will have the temerity to come out and ask for votes. Not only ask for votes, then they will have the audacity to attack a man who is stable, who is mentally and physically stable. And you are now trying to defend a man like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have Sade's mother, you have Sheyi's mother, you have Jide's mother, you have Abibat and Zainab. Those are the children of Remi Tinubu. 5 children from 4 women. And out of these 5 children, only 2 are known. Only Sade and Sheyi are known. Out of these 4 women, the only one that we know is Remi Tinubu. Others are mysteriously hidden somewhere. We have no record of them. But everything about Bola Ahmed Tinubu is controversial, mysteriously controversial. And the most shameful aspect of it is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's mother died a few years ago because of shame, because he's ashamed of himself, because he has identity problem. He could not attend his own mother's burial. Is that the kind of character you show? It's not personal.
So the big question is, this is too personal. So what has the president's personality got to do with his ability to govern? People feel that Dino Malai's expletive was too bad, was too much, and it was dirty for him to come like that for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu just because he feels his ideologies does not align with that of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How does identity misrepresentation or identity confusion affect his ability to govern? What facts do you have that that because of shame concerning his mother, to identify is what is a problem that could be a stall to his administration. The supporters feel that this kind of information is something that those who oppose this administration want to lynch and hang on to. But at the end of the day, while the president is pleading with Nigerians and expecting, he knows that they expect a lot from him, as you know, the country is going through difficult times. Again, the president is appealing to all Nigerians that the hope is here and it is realizable. He says that you'll be proud of the benefits. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Inflation is coming down. The corruption in the exchange rate is eliminated. The corruption in fuel subsidy is limited to the barest minimum. Yeah, he said it is all for you, the people. We are reducing the cost of manufacturing, encouraging manufacturing locally. We give all incentives for everyone to abide by the principle, and that may God bless our country, may God bless Lagos State, and keep our fighting soldiers safe, thereby warning developers that development on land without approval would not be compensated. Interesting. So I actually have right here in the studio Barrister Ichie, Prophet, Professor, Chief King Darlington Agumore. How are you? Good evening.
Esther, how are you?
I am fine, sir. Welcome.
Happy New Month.
Happy New Month. How are you?
I'm okay. Oh, the year is half full.
Yes, sir. It's my birthday. It's my birth month, and
Are you serious?
yeah, it's a special
Which day?
month. 15, June 15.
And you are saying it quietly like this.
How am I supposed to say it?
No, say it loud so that we'll close Lagos and Ogun State.
Barrister Darlington. Matter deal.
In fact,
It's my birthday month. I'm trying not to get too personal, too emotional about everything. But let's first of all start off. I would like to hear your own opinion or perception about the situation in Benue State. It's become so deplorable. It's an everyday thing now.
Esther, what is left there to say? The shame here is that few days after Tinubu celebrated the second year anniversary and told us that he had taken care of insecurity, this type of thing is going on in Benue. How do you juxtapose that? You see, look, when people are being personal about Tinubu, don't blame them. I'm telling you, don't blame them. It's because of his body language, his character, his utterances. He's calling him out. You can't have a leader you cannot trust his statement. It's not fair. You can't try that outside here. You can't. The moment you display one atom of lies in you, Esther, you are gone politically in the Western world. Go and ask Boris Johnson what cost him his prime ministership in UK. But here, leaders lie to us, right, left, and center. And you say we should not call them out? Are you not supposed to believe your leader when he tells you something? You say, yes, the president said so. Do you know what it means? It means that Tinubu doesn't know the weight of that office. Seriously, he doesn't. That's why he talks anyhow. You cannot come out and tell us all the things that you have done. Meanwhile, when we look outside, we cannot see anything. How can anybody take you serious, Esther, as a leader? You mean all this killing in Benue does not even affect Tinubu? No. This is no longer leadership. Something is wrong somewhere. I'm telling you, something is that maybe there is a blood sacrifice going on somewhere.
I don't know. That is something I have been wondering.
Yes,
what does this mean?
If somebody say it now, they'll say, what concerns satanic? But is that not obvious? How can people's blood be wasted every day like that and leadership don't keep quiet? Both within Benue and outside Benue. Nobody has come out. All the people in Benue, David Mark and co, all the former generals, all the former military people in Benue, all of them just keep silent. None of them have gone to Tinubu and said, come, you want to kill all of us? Esther. No, tell me, how can you explain this type of nonsense? Especially in Benue. If this type of killing were to be going on in the southwest here, will Tinubu keep quiet?
The pastor, the parish man went to talk about the persecution in Benue.
In Benue,
the president was meeting with some bishops at the time, if you recall.
Exactly. And instead of them to look at what the man said, look at it. Look at it now. Because when we mention here, they say he's too tribalistic. Because you are not the one. You are not feeling it. You are not the one affected directly. That's why whenever we raise it, I've told you here the problem of Nigeria. And I've been waiting for somebody to tell me it's a lie. Eh?
Barrister.
Ethnicity, tribalism.
Barrister.
Eh?
First,
And
okay.
religion.
For Bayo Nanuga, he believes that Nigerians have a problem with memory. That they have a very short memory. That they forget where we started from and just start blaming the president for all what the administration is saying. Let's listen to Bayo Nanuga here.
Let me start by saying that many of us in this country, many Nigerians, what we sometimes exhibit the problem of a lack of memory. We have very short memory.
Are you serious?
Yep. You don't believe that you have...
And you have a very long memory, Abi. And you cannot remember the history of APC, Abi.
I don't understand, Barrister Darlington. Explain. What do you mean by that?
And when he said we have short memory, he should tell us his own long memory. Where was Nigeria before APC came into our lives? Please, can Bayo Nanuga explain that to us?
We forget where we started from, and we just start blaming President Tinubu for all the problems that Nigeria is going through. I remember, for instance, in May 2023, when Tinubu took over the government, there was fuel shortage in this country. People forgot that. All through the election of that year, there was fuel shortage. So when the president announced on day one, the day was sworn in, and said he was removing fuel subsidy, the immediate reaction was called by NNPC, which has been the major supplier of fuel, was to increase the pump price. Because as at that time, NNPC was no more willing to import fuel. NNPC was saying the federal government was owing it over 4 trillion naira. And it was also owing its suppliers abroad. So what the federal government did, what President Tinubu did, was to breathe some life into NNPC to resume importing fuel so that fuel can be available.
At what cost?
People forget that easily. There was no
Security governance issues, and Bayo Nanuga said that Nigeria has made tremendous progress under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, according to him, he says while there are challenges, he maintained that security has improved significantly with the military eliminating thousands of criminals. And in the same breath, that we're having what is going on in Benue, we're having what is going on in Borno, we're having what's going on in Plateau happening simultaneously. So what's the irony there? I mean, help me explain this irony.
It is not just irony, it is lies, propaganda, cover up. There's no other way to explain it, Esther. It's very obvious. Look at Tinubu's 2 years in office. Look at the whole Nigeria. In fact, 80 to 90% of Nigerians gave him a thumbs down. It's all over the place.
So not been queuing for quite a while.
Hold on.
In fact, a couple of them are even shutting down. They are complaining of low patronage. The way we use cars has reduced. People no longer move like that.
Good, because people have parked their car. They cannot afford fuel. Esther, look at that propaganda. Look at that. If products are available and your people cannot afford it, then of what use is the product? You can see propaganda of the highest order. How much are you selling fuel to us? How much? Can Nigerians afford it? The answer is no. Thank God you just said it. Some filling stations have shut down. Meanwhile, there's fuel. It's the price. I said we have never had it this bad in the history of this country. We have never. Meanwhile, they are paying subsidy. So where is the money going to? It's on record. Even the money they said they want to go and borrow recently, it is to shore up the fuel subsidy removal. Is that not true? They said yes. Can you just imagine? You claim you are doing favor to me by giving me money. Then you go outside to go and borrow money to replace the money you borrowed to me. So what favor have you done? Who will pay for that money you borrowed? Esther, look at propaganda. Look at deceit of the highest order. You can imagine. And that is what has characterized this administration. Deceit of the highest order. The more you look, the less you see. Look at what Bayo Nanuga is saying. He started with fuel subsidy. I said I should be clapping for him, Abi. Are you serious? You brought out a product that nobody can afford, and you are clapping for yourself. Eh? That is not how to praise a leader. I'm telling you, you are supposed to make things better for your people. Better. I can't even remember where this propaganda is coming from, because what you are seeing outside about this fuel is not what another guy is saying. All the things Tinubu told us about fuel subsidy, Esther, is any of them in place now? It was here, 29th of May 2023, that he said all the things that fuel subsidy will do for you and I. Please, are we seeing any of them? You can see. Those things that they say fuel subsidy removal will bring to Nigeria, are we seeing any of them? By another guy, answer me. Where are they? Yet you are going to borrow money. You are still paying. NNPC gave ultimatum that if you don't pay them 7.7 trillion naira in 210 days, they will shut down. Esther, is that fuel subsidy removal? Oh my God. The opposition are not talking. I'm not joking. They are not talking.
That's another problem.
I am telling you. I told you here. They don't have.
You could hear how Insecurity just called out. Amaechi said, "Okay, where is the coalition?" He's waiting. He said, "Is it in your home that you're doing coalition?" And now they're putting Amaechi on board. As Peter Obi said, he's running with Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. He says he's running along with him, and for now he has not told anyone if he's joining any coalition. He has maintained that he is with the Labour Party for now. So while permutations are ongoing as it stands, and they want to adopt a new political party for that. But Barrister, before we even go to that, I just recently played you something said by Dino Melaye, which I feel was too harsh. A couple of persons. Well, I'm just hold on. Maybe if you didn't hear, I want you to hear again what he said. It's not like we're replaying, so we understand where we're heading. Let's hear what he said, and I need you to respond to that if he's not being too harsh in his remark against the president.
It is only in Nigeria will APC, with the kind of manifestation of satanism, of wickedness, of killing, of kidnapping, of poverty, of hunger, will have the temerity to come out and ask for votes. Not only ask for votes, then they will have the audacity to attack a man who is stable, who is mentally and physically stable. And you are now trying to defend a man like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have Sade's mother, you have Sheyi's mother, you have Jide's mother, you have Abibat and Zainab. Those are the children of Remi Tinubu. 5 children from 4 women. And out of these 5 children, only 2 are known. Only Sade and Sheyi are known. Out of these 4 women, the only one that we know is Remi Tinubu. Others are mysteriously hidden somewhere. We have no record of them. But everything about Bola Ahmed Tinubu is controversial, mysteriously controversial. And the most shameful aspect of it is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's mother died a few years ago because of shame, because he's ashamed of himself, because he has identity problem. He could not attend his own mother's burial. Yeah. Is that the kind of character you show? It's not personal. You show as a Nigerian, a man who is not mentally or physically fit, is not complying with the provision of the Constitution of Nigeria 1999 as amended, because the Constitution has said for you to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you need to be physically and mentally fit.
How is the president not physically and mentally fit? I mean, I listened to the president broadcast a few days ago, and he was speaking or addressing the governors during the inauguration of the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. That's the president there. Does he sound like somebody mentally fit?
Yes, sir.
So, no, this is the president speaking based on what Dino Melaye is saying. Does he sound like someone who is not mentally or physically fit?
Please, how do you judge somebody who is mentally and physically?
Then use that is ravaging Jigawa, Kano, and some other areas.
Look at that.
Yes. It means we just have to work harder and grow more.
Look at that.
And the situation of our currency will improve. And the elastic limit And the economic variables will determine how far individual could go. Storage, get belay, greed. As long as we work hard, you are the most important. I hate to continue to spell this out. My held on is about 30-35%. The rest, money comes to you. And the agricultural value chain will depend on all of you. You own the land. Whatever I'm doing in agriculture is just a mere hip.
So this was the president speaking with the governors and talking to them as to the fact that they now have quadruple of allocation, that is FAC allocation. So they are supposed to do the needful. So with what the president is saying, does he sound like somebody that is not mentally fit? I mean, how do you question his mental acuity there?
Esther.
So and then connecting his mother or something and saying
Esther,
that, sir?
Since Tinubu came into office, he has never made any presidential speech. Hold on. When I say presidential speech, I mean presidential speech that you can take to the bank, something you can be proud of. This is that Tinubu is drawing and drawing his speech as if he's trying to borrow strength to speak one word after the other. Is that what you call presidential speech? No, look at it. Play it again and listen to yourself. He was actually gasping for air to open up and talk.
Barrister, he's an old man. You don't expect him to. No, you don't expect him to speak with that fluency like he did when he was the governor.
No, hold on. Tinubu is just 73 years. People at that age, you mean they are too old to talk or what? I don't understand. For somebody who made first class at CSU. You have started though. We are trying to tell you. Is that not what he told us? He said he made first class and they gave him scholarship.
Why are you bringing?
No, these are issues about the person we are talking about. So
the CSU is under controversy.
No, don't blame Dino Mela and every other Nigerian. You see, we have caused so much flag for Tinubu. Seriously, never in the history of the world have we seen this type of thing. No country will tolerate this. I am telling you, authority. No country in the world. What did Dino Menaya said? Is it a fact or not? How do you celebrate such a thing? How? Mention any country that will be there and say, yes, we have a very good man in office. Mention any country. They won't tolerate it. They will not it's not possible. So why is everybody cutting a flag for him, saying he this and that? Meanwhile, there is nothing on ground. These are things that you look at, you say, no, this is not real. This is not real. I have asked Nigeria, what is that? Nothing. It's like they covered our eyes with so much, hypnotism or what. There is a character in the Bible called Bar Jesus. He took hostage an entire Judea, a whole city. He blindfolded all of them until Peter and Paul came to that city. Even the proconsul called Sergius Paulus was under his word, bondage. But Jesus was controlling a whole governor. This guy held that city bondage with one witch, one small girl whom he was using, until Paul and Silas showed up in that city. And after exorcising the witch in that girl, the man discovered that his juju don't fail. He now went to Paul and Silas and said, please, this your power, this cannot buy it from you. They now said, for doing that, you want to buy what? You remain blind for a season.
What I'm saying is that Dino Malai need to go wrong. This low.
No, it's not,
questioning his children, his wives, his ability, identity crisis, referring to his late mother. How does that affect his ability to govern?
Esther, please, hold on, please. I don't know how you people cause personal whatever. There is nothing personally here. Whenever you want to assume leadership of any country, from the moon to the earth here, Your genealogy must be known to your people.
Okay, if Gino says that the character of the president is questionable, then why did Nigerians vote him in?
That's what I'm saying.
Why does he have this all other support?
That is what the man is questioning. That is only in Nigeria that kind of thing can happen. That means Nigeria never did. That's the truth to hear.
You're saying the 8 million and something votes were not Nigerians?
Which what? 8 what? 8 what that you don't know the vote and everything. Eh?
Are you saying that Nigerians did not vote for President Tinubu?
Where are those?
Are you saying that the entire 8 million was organized and mutilated and somebody inflated the results?
Esther, listen to Amaechi.
Barrister Darlington, if not because of time, I would read out we went on the field. We were part of those that went out to go and cover the elections. A lot of persons were able to express why they voted the president.
In what way? A lot of people, you saw them, Abi?
Yes, we were on the field.
So why can't INEC display this 8 million vote that Tinubu got up to today? They have not displayed it on board.
INEC displayed it in the midnight when they affirmed him the winner.
No. They only announced him as the winner. The votes he got, we cannot identify those votes. All the polling units that you got this vote, we don't know them up to today. We don't. But the electoral act said that you must display this thing so that unit by unit, anybody can collect the votes and know that yes, it added up. Up to today, INEC have not displayed those votes that Tinubu got up to today.
Barrister, all I'm telling you is that we were on the field and Nigerians
we are
voted
not
for
in
the president.
only in Lagos.
Not majority, but we got votes. We were able to record them. We recorded them.
Did they not lose Lagos? What argument are you putting up here?
All I'm saying that the president couldn't have won if the results were inflated.
Are you serious?
People voted for him. You heard the Northerners come out to tell us that 65% of the vote that the president got was because of them, from them. So would you say those persons who voted in the North or whatever, they were inflated?
Let INEC display it. If you got 9 A's with Expo in a WAEC exam, Esther, is that success? Are you a brilliant student? Hold on. If you got 9 A's with Expo in an exam, does it make you an expert or a brilliant student? Answer me. Does it make you an intelligent student? I told you here that this is a man who said he got first class and you are laughing. Can you give what you don't have? Have you ever listened to Tinubu's speech since he came into office? How he draws it, you don't be talking.
Barrister,
it's not presidential.
Do you know that this speech that Dino Melaye made was 2 years ago, when Nigerians were on the verge to, go about the elections? This was 2 years ago.
Even if it is 1 million years ago.
So if this was what was said 2 years ago, and Nigerians went ahead and voted, doesn't it tell you that they didn't care about what he said?
Esther, listen very well. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you the deceit here. Before 2019 election, the electoral act was on Buhari's table. For him to sign it. Did he sign it? He didn't sign it because they told him that if he signed it, he will not win 2019 election. That's why he did not. It was on the wee hour for the leaving office that he now signed it. Because of the provisions of that electoral act, yet it was manipulated. The problem here is not how the election was conducted, Esther. How can you tell me that in an election where you are supposed to upload a particular electoral voting, the particular vote of the people, you could not do that, only that particular presidential election? Why is this so? Esther, why is this so? Can you explain to me? You cannot. You can see. Is that not, in fact, without even being told, that particular incident tells you that something went wrong? So what are you trying to claim here? What are you trying to justify here? How can that presidential election be the only one that had a glitch? And up to today, the INEC chairman has not explained to Nigeria what is a glitch. How the thing became a glitch. He did not tell us. Okay, display the 8 million votes that people got. Pulling unit by pulling unit. Let us see it. He couldn't. Esther, what other evidence are you looking for? Please tell me. Or do you think that we are stupid or what? Even Tinubu knows what he did in that. He knows. That's why he's not talking too much about it. That's why he's doing all these things he's doing now in order to win the second term.
So are you saying that the president's economic transition and template is not worth it? Because if you realize, the president actually started accounting at Chicago State University, like he said, and then he returned to Nigeria in the 1980s, where he was employed by Mobile Nigeria as an accountant, whereby it was in that process that he actually ventured into politics under the first banner, the Social Democratic Party, this party that people believe is actually still a party being handled or being supposedly controlled by the president. And if you look at the situation and the role that he has played ever since, and all the supposed economic policies that he said he implemented based on his educational background with accounting, would you say that the economic mantra he's putting right here and the supposed technocrats he has, none of them know what they're doing? So where did he get the template from?
Esther, look, you will not succeed in what you are trying to do here.
No, I'm not doing anything.
You are doing something.
What am I doing?
You are doing something.
What am I doing?
You are trying to, package Tinubu for me this evening. I will not take it to. I will not buy it from you.
Barrister.
I will not buy that
we're looking
product
at issues. Let's
What
look at
issue?
it from both sides
Hold
without sentiments.
Hold on.
If the president's people are saying that he has done so well, if you look at Metrics, if you look at his statistics and all that he has been
It is
really,
left for us. It is left for us to say you did not do well, because we are to judge you. Don't judge yourself. If you claim that all this thing he told you is all the things he achieved and all that, where are they? Esther, if you go to a school and the school not deny that you are never their student and all that, and the certificate you got, they don't know where, sue them. Esther, you sue them. Yes. Since this happened from CSU, have you had Tinubu react or say something? Rather, he's doing everything to block the release of the true identity he has. You say you work with Mobile. Mobile said they don't know you. They don't have any record of you. Sue Mobile. Bring out evidence that you worked with Mobile, Esther. What are you talking about? That's the only way to prove that yes. How can everywhere you go, it is all deceit, lies, propaganda. Nothing can be verified about you. The school you claim you went to, Lagos Government College, Lagos. Go there. You gave me this certificate now. Why do you say you don't? Sue them now. Sue the school. Everything you don't keep quiet. Are you serious? Are you serious? Is that how to prove that you are a man? No, tell me. Please let nobody remind me of this thing, so because I see it as a nightmare. I want to wake up from it. Because each time I sit down and think of how this man blindfolded everybody and became what he is, I cannot believe it. So don't blame Dino Menaya and every other person. How can you be a leader? Up to nobody know your genealogy, nobody know your root, nobody know everything about you. And you are telling me it is proper. Some people say we should move on. Are you serious? It does not matter. It does not matter really. It is only what that man in the Bible, what's that his name? Melchizedek, Abi? Who is the only man that the Bible told us he has no parents, he has no father or mother. That's the only person who. Every other human being, we came through a source. So how can you not identify with your family? Esther. No, tell me, a leader, a president of a country. What did Mulaya say? Is it true? Look, my Bible tells me that you should honor your mother and your father so that your days will be long. Any river that forgets its source will soon dry. Esther, one day, Nigeria, you see these people supporting Tinubu now. You will see that when the chiefs are down, because he will leave that office one day, and then the chiefs will be down. Then you begin to ask himself questions. These people now, by the time the true story comes out, they will all leave him. Whenever he leaves office now, and people begin to see the true Tinubu, they will run away from him. And then they'll start talking from both sides of their mouth.
In reaction, the reason why we're talking a lot about this is because of the insecurity bedeviling most parts of the nation. And once insecurity is not tackled, the economy will definitely be in disarray, to be fragmented. There is no how you. Is it food security? Is it investment opportunities? Is it employment opportunities? Is it expanding the scope for external investors to come in? Is it in terms of security? Is it even the aviation? Is it terms of poverty alleviation? These are areas that are very, very pertinent to look into, that are poignant to discuss. So if all of these sectors have not been properly handled, and then you're telling us at the back burner that your policies are actually effective, and that's what has made it become what it is. How the Nigerians who are feeling the brunt of it, how do you expect them to see any reality in what you're saying?
Good. Now, I thank you that you raise these issues. And I want to just oppose it with whatever Ononoga just told us now. Please, does it add up? Does it add up? It doesn't. That means all you have been fed with is propaganda and lies sought for you in the market.
Okay.
Immediately the person takes off from your presence. You opened up the rain. And you know the marriage between salt and rain. Will that man get to the market and will he sell the salt and bring back money for you?
Obviously not.
Good. Inflation has wiped out this thing you are saying about FAC allocation. Inflation has wiped it out. That's why Labour are still asking for more money, because that 70,000 is nothing today. Esther, that 70,000 is nothing today. You and I know that. That 70,000 cannot pay NEPA bill. NEPA bill in a one-room apartment today. 70,000 cannot pay NEPA bill there. So what are you saying, Esther? Every time, FAC allocation, FAC allocation.
You just heard what the president said.
What he said, does it add up?
I played it for you to listen to him when he was addressing the governors.
It is left for us to say whether it is worth it or not. This is a job propaganda via allocation. What is inflation talking about? Did he not wipe away all these things? No, tell me. I said NEPA bill. 70,000 I cannot pay NEPA bill. And you are telling me increase what? Increase what? You think he doesn't know what he's saying? Even he himself, I told you severally, Tinubu cannot pay NEPA bill in Aso Rock. That's why he resorted to solar.
So, Barrister,
so what is going on with ordinary person?
If you feel the president lacks what it takes to govern Nigeria, to take us to the next level, or to help us see the light in this dark tunnel, then who is capable?
Let him leave. Oh, please, let him leave first. If Tinubu resigns, we have seen government resign all over the world now.
He should leave first.
He should resign.
And then who do you think is capable?
Hold on, somebody must take over.
Who is the person that will take over, that has the capacity to change the narrative, to change the economic landscape, to change the scope?
Are you now saying that Tinubu will never leave office or what?
I'm not saying he will never leave. But you're saying you said let him leave first.
Yes, resign.
To him, for you want him to leave now.
Hold on. People have resigned in UK, our former colonial masters.
So who is
How many prime ministers have resigned in UK?
If that happens, who right now do you think is capable?
Esther, when we get to the bridge, we talk of crossing it. Nigerians know what to do. Yes, now, when we get to the bridge, let him resign today. Let him say he's going to resign. That Nigerians will give him 1 month or 2 months to tidy up and leave office. That he's tired, he's fed up. In fact, if he leaves today, Nigeria will have a sigh of relief.
So are you saying that based on what the president advised Nigerians, that please, we should be patient with him? 2 years is too short.
Really?
But that he understands what they are going through. He says, please, we understand what you're going through. We shouldn't listen to it.
We would have been patient with Tinubu if he did not tell us that he will continue where Buhari stopped. But this man opened his mouth and told us that he will continue from where Buhari stopped. We thought he was joking. Esther, we thought he was joking. When he came into office, what happened? He has even done worse than Buhari in office. No, tell me, so why are you going to be patient with such a man? Esther, when you are doing reform, we should be seeing dividends of those reforms. As you are doing it, the thing will be changing. It's like a house. You know, when you are renovating a house, when a new tenant pack out of, an old tenant pack out, maybe you renovate the house for a new tenant.
Yes, exactly.
Good. As you are doing that reform, for refurbishing of the house and all that, you know, the carpenter will be working, the plumber will be working, the electrician will be working, and the new tenant who rented the house, when he comes to come and inspect the house, you will see that work is going on. Esther, true or false?
True. Good.
He'll be seeing sign that yes, this man is doing something. You know, the plumber, everything is working. And you not say, okay, yes, the money I paid is working. You will get it. But you rented a house, and the landlord said, don't worry, I'll repair the house, I'll do the renovation. 1 week, nothing. 2 weeks, nothing. A month, nothing. The new tenant, everything comes here, the landlord said, don't worry, I will soon do it, don't worry. When you come back next week.
So do you think that the president, do you think president is literally not aware of what Nigerians are? Do you think he's surrounded himself with psychopaths?
Esther, he has been living with deceit. You know, look, that is what I've been telling you, that a snake will always be long. You cannot change the length of any snake. Either in Mongolia either in the moon, anywhere you see a snake, it will always be long. What Tinubu did in Lagos, made him to believe that he can do it anywhere. And people in Lagos were so silent and so quiet about it. That was why he succeeded here in whatever he did. And they now said that, yes, he's the best person to do whatever. Okay, look at it now. His so-called strategy, it has been exposed. Because he's now playing at the big league. We now see that, no, this man is not what he claimed to be. What exactly can you say that today Tinubu have done right? Mention one thing, Esther. Something that you can say, yes, this thing is working. The students' loan is shrouded in controversy. In fact, I told you here, some universities said that their student enrollment has dropped. Is that not true? They walked out. The what is it called? The lecturer body is telling you that you cannot give student loan in a broken economy. Because it's not enough for you to pay school fees. The person that will go and sit in the class, is he eating? Is there food in his stomach? Accommodation and other things. Do you know that students are paying NEPA bill? They are contributing to NEPA bill in their schools. Are you aware?
Very well.
Good. So what are you telling me? These are things that I'm telling you here. When you put up a policy, it is left for us to go to the details. The devil is in the details. You get student loan. And so what? How many people are benefiting from those loans? Is it working? No. The local government financial autonomy, the matter is still in court today. Is that not true? The governor said no. The governor said no. Yes, it's in law. They're
still slugging it out
good.
there.
It's in the constitution. For somebody who wants to do such a thing, you would have told the National Assembly, tinker with the provisions of the law. I've said this several times.
So the highlight of the president while he was possibly celebrating his 2 years, again, let us look at this critically, all right, Barrister Darlington. No sentiments. We're being objective here.
Yeah, that's it now.
Let's not look at sentiments, because that's why I asked you the question. Who do you think then is capable if the president decides to resign today, when we say most of the politicians are selfish? They're all selfish. They don't care about the people. So who amongst the crop of them now do you think has the eligibility to lead the country? Let me reel out some things. Based on what the president reeled out as part of his achievements, he said 900,000 beneficiaries of presidential loan and grant scheme, over 300,000 beneficiaries of students loan scheme, over $10 billion forex debt cleared, over 440 ongoing road projects, including over 2,700 kilometers of superhighways, 3.84% of GDP growth in the fourth quarter of 2024, highest in 3 years, 70,000 naira minimum wage payments, over 13,500 terrorists eliminated, over $50 billion in new FDI commitments. So again, like I said, 4 new landmark tax bills, 5 new regional development commissions, over $800 million realized in processing investment in solid minerals in 2024. Now, realistically, though, the question is, the Nigerians, I and you, the average Nigerian, who we've not seen any picture, any video of any of the persons, specifically on the loan and grants that he said that, a lot of persons have been able to benefit from. That's one. Two, the grant projects, we haven't seen any one of them yet, although a couple of persons will say 2 years is still very early. So realistically, Barrister Darlington, let's look at it. Would we say that maybe most of the projects that the administration has on ground under him is too grand, that Nigerians just want to feed, and maybe it's because they're not getting it directly, they feel that nothing is happening?
I have told you here, where there is nothing, there is nothing. It doesn't take that long. It does not take that. The economy is not stupid, for God's sake. Whenever there is any improvement, you will see it. It will trickle down immediately. You will feel it. There is nothing on ground. That is why nobody is feeling it. Before APC came into office, was Nigeria complaining of hunger in this manner? Please, somebody should tell me. Before they came into office, why is it that the food that we are enjoying here, all of them disappeared? That Nigerians are so hungry now. What happened? Esther, tell me what happened. Because when you are saying you did this, before you came into office, where was Nigeria to say it is when we came that things became better? I don't know how to explain this thing, for God's sake. You were here, you saw the economy before 2015. You saw where we are and all that. Was the complaint this high? As you say, it is propaganda. We don't like Tinubu, we don't like APC. With all the things they have done for us, all the good things they have done for us, we are not grateful.
Well, some Nigerians, while they were expressing themselves on X, said that for them, what they can say that the president has been able to achieve in 2 years is changing the national anthem, sharing rice, buying a yacht, renovating the VP's house for billions, buying a private plane for presidency, allowing Wike to seize people's private property in Abuja, allowing Akpabio to wear his Jagaban cap, moving the dollar from 700 naira to 1,500 to $1, destroying landmark beach for an abandoned project, allowing 15 naira deduction on every 10,000 naira transaction, increasing electricity tariff, increasing import tariff, cars included by 100%, creating an official office for his son, first son of Nigeria, increasing federal government school fees, keeping old naira notes in circulation because of where they were hidden before the election, dividing Hausa, Igbos, and Yorubas, turning them into enemies. Increasing the jackpot rate amongst Nigerian youth. You know, again, these are some excerpts from social media as to what they think the administration has actually, achieved in 2 years.
Yes.
But realistically, though, Barrister Darlington, if the president is listening to you, what would you advise him to do as soon as possible?
Esther, I will not advise him because he will not listen. All the advice I've been giving, he's not ready. It's like this insecurity now. Esther, what else are we supposed to say that we have not said? No, tell me. What else are we supposed to say that the government have refused to listen, that we have not said? So what is it that advising with all the aides and all the advisors he have, they are not enough, Abi? If he cannot listen to them, then he will not listen to me. Because they see some of us as enemies. Because we are telling them the truth, they will not listen. Esther, they will not listen. If not, this government have received the most advice in the history of this country, yet they are not doing anything with it. So what do you want me to advise him for? All the other things he did, was that the one that this thing you read that these are things that you can verify you. This thing you read that now as his achievement. This authentic achievement of Tinubu. Authentic.
These are what a couple of disgruntled Nigerians feel.
Disgruntled what? Is that not what he did? Is that not what he achieved in office? Come on, what is disgruntled here? This is exactly what you can see outside. That's what is going on. So, why would you say that he has not achieved anything? These are the real achievement of Tinubu in office. This is you read that now. Because you and I can verify it. If you go out there, you will see it.
So, Barrister, if this is the case, what is stalling the supposed coalition? Because Obi has decided to just, stay on his own. If the coalition is not driven us to rescuing Nigeria from its current quagmire, he's not going to be part of those who are in it for a power grab. So right now, they are tilting towards making Amaechi is a potential candidate. Nobody knows if Amaechi is going to be the flag bearer or to be the vice to the flag bearer. And so there are already issues according to permutations in that camp. People are giving different opinions and different perceptions. But as it stands now, I don't think Peter Obi intends to be a vice president to Atiku.
I wish him well. I think they want to play their pranks. They will start talking as if they like you. This is the same one that you said that Nigeria should be stoning their leader for what they are doing. Why can't he start with himself? I think of all the things I don't like Wike for, what he said about Amaechi is true. You cannot be in government for 24 years and you are telling me you are hungry. Look at that. Amaechi is hungry, Abi. Look at the seat of the highest order. And Nigerians bought into it. Can Amaechi swear that he's hungry, that he doesn't have money? With all the things he did in office. Why was he declared persona non grata in Abuja 2 months after Buhari was to leave office? Why did he leave APC? Under Buhari, why did Amaechi leave it? Because Amaechi was one of the poster boys of Buhari. Is that not true? He even built a university in his compound in Daura. Amaechi built a University of Transportation, Abi. What happened to that university? All in effort to please the Buhari. Amaechi will go to China, sign a contract and a loan deal on behalf of Nigeria with a blank sheet of paper provided by Chinese officials. He will just sign and give them the paper. They will type and write whatever they want to write there. Is that not what happened under Amaechi's watch? The war report that was to be dredged Amaechi collected the loan from China about is it not $4 or $3 billion? Up to today, one report, nobody dredged it. Up to today, the money income, nobody explained where it went to. I'm not talking of what happened in 2019 that Amaechi had to carry a whole platoon of soldiers invaded Rivers State because they want to collect.
So, Barrister, you haven't answered my question.
What question?
Who do you think, if you say Tinubu should leave and resign, to who amongst those crop of politicians whom Amaechi has described as selfish, as only thinking of themselves and not the Nigerian people, those whom you can see right now, whom amongst them is qualified to take Nigeria out of its doldrum?
If we are looking for somebody that will take over from Atiku is better. Yes, Atiku is better because he has been tried and tested. You are talking of corruption. Atiku is not the worst corrupt leader. Atiku, it's not that people are using propaganda against him.
So you don't think all that is being said is true? You think it's just propaganda? It's a smear campaign?
Hold on. What is that thing that the worst Atiku did that is worse than that of Tinubu?
Some critics of this administration feel that rather than Atiku becoming the president, let them continue to suffer with President Tinubu.
Can you imagine?
That's how they see it.
Okay, so you can see. Yes, you can see why it is not good. Whenever you miss your destiny, it will be very difficult for you to go back to it. Go and ask us in the Bible. Atiku was offered this presidency on a platter of gold by PDP governors after Obasanjo's second term. It's on record. You can see that this man now, because he missed that chance, now look at what he's suffering. The man, Obasanjo knelt down and begged him, and because of respect for old age and all that, Atiku said, okay, go. After you, I will now go. That was the agreement. What happened immediately Obasanjo finished second term? He now saw everything bad in Atiku. Meanwhile, they were in a joint ticket. Everything they did it together. The so-called special purpose vehicle, Obasanjo was aware of it.
So you're saying that all this situation, smear campaign, disbelief, discredibility on Atiku Abubakar stemmed from former President Olusegun Obasanjo.
Of course,
and that stain has remained with Atiku.
And the Lagos Ibadan press, who refused to tell us the true story about Tinubu.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get your reaction right about now. It's 20 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's begin to get your reaction.
Esther, can't you see that it is very easy to call out other people in Lagos and Ibadan? But nobody will tell us the truth about Tinubu. Have you seen anybody who brought to Tinubu biography? all the Lagos Ibadan press, they covered it up. But whenever before the cost fund, they will see them, they start writing rubbish.
08036929933. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Please, a minute. All right, that's 60 seconds. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? All right, 08036929933. 08036929933. That's the number. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir. Charles from First Track. Please go ahead, sir.
Good evening. I wonder. I said it's propaganda against this man. Don't mind them, Jerry. Don't mind them. Oh. I wonder. In fact.
What about they will keep quiet? I don't know this propaganda. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
08036929933. That's the number. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Turn down the volume of your radio. Turn it down completely.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you? What's your name?
It is me. That is Daniel Dele Ajibola from Mishi.
All right, sir. Please go ahead. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Exactly as that barrister is saying it, true Tinubu is. I want somebody to come out and tell me, in Lagos, for 8 years he spent in Lagos, if he ever built any school,
I wonder.
any hospital, any road, any bridge, even state water work, none of them work. Then Fashola did everything. Then this Panambode also contributed in building bridges and houses. Jack only spent only 4 years in Lagos State. We have all his estates all over Lagos State. What?
But look, Esther.
08036929933. Hello, sir.
You see this propaganda? What is that done to Nigerians? That was what built Tinubu.
Turn down the volume of your radio when you call, please. 08036929933. Turn down the volume of your radio. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good fine, ma'am.
What's your name?
Musa.
Musa, where are you calling from, Musa?
The line is not.
We are hearing you. Go ahead.
We can hear you, Musa. Where are you calling from?
Yes, from Ogun State.
Okay.
From Ogun State. All right, Musa, please go ahead.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, you see, we in this country have been ruled by mobs on gang. So we can't go anywhere. Yes.
Okay. Is that all you want to say, Musa? Did you hear what he said?
So we cannot go anywhere. And is that not true? Are we not going around in circles? Esther, propaganda.
Hello. Turn down the volume of your radio now, please. I beg you. Ma binu. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Esther, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
What's your name, please?
Moses calling from Elisa.
All right, Moses, please go ahead.
My Garrity, people have forgotten the Okoma people.
Okwama?
People say my Garrity, all of you have forgotten the Okoma people.
We haven't forgotten.
We have not. It's part of the achievement.
My Garrity, I've been looking for your number so I will connect you to some of their leaders. What is happening at no school, nothing. The governor of Delta State, the capital APC, without minding the price of Okoma people. No school, nothing. All the young boys, I guess, are just very begin to see unwanted
pregnancy.
So please help us. If you can raise the voice, if you need some of their number, the leader of Okwa, if you need some of their number, I will send them to you.
All right.
So that one of these days, you, the Esther, will call them live program so that we will see.
My dear, listen very well. We have been trying our best. They don't want to come because they have nothing to say.
You can call them via the phone.
I said they will not answer you.
Send a message to the WhatsApp number.
What would they say?
All right.
Okay, so I will bring them to Gality.
Bring it, no problem. Bring it. We'll try, but we have been trying.
Okay,
we have been trying. They don't want to come.
08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Ogibu from Alaba.
All right, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Does it mean that outside people are not living in this level, that every time of this discussion it will be Igbo and Yorubas? Why?
Where did you hear Igbo? Hold on. What do you mean by Igbo and Yoruba?
People that are calling you people, that this problem of this country concerns so much is Igbos and Yorubas. Outside, they're not living in this level.
Maybe you don't listen to the program often. They call. Maybe not as many as...
Hello, Esther.
Sir?
Over 3 months, I've been listening to this very radio. I don't go out whenever I on this radio for
I
this
remember
channel.
vividly that on Friday, a Musa called from Mount 2 or Mount 12.
The only thing is that they don't call often.
Exactly.
They
And a couple
often.
of them, maybe they would prefer programs spoken in Hausa
exactly.
for them to participate.
But they listen very well for BBC Hausa.
Yes, BBC Hausa.
That's their station.
08036929933. I would like that caller to call back and explain the reason why you're particular that they don't call in. You know very well that they like programs that are more indigenous, that is, that spoken in their language.
he has made
Hello,
the
good
point.
evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening,
I
sir.
greet you. Yeah, I greet Barrister Allison. Good evening, sir. My
Well
name
done.
is Shola.
Well done.
Shola,
I'm
long time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See, Nigerians matter. Me personally, I am tired. You know why I'm saying this? We are so forgetful of the past. I was one of the people. See, Nigerians, we are so sentimental and I don't know, so docile to the extent that I've even concluded that maybe Nigerians are under a spell. Since it was clear, Amaechi was on the wall that Tinubu had nothing to offer. Somebody that was in Chatham House, they were asking questions. He was delegating. I had issues with my old man on this matter. I was telling them, people were calling us bastards. And the same issue again, we want to go into the same mistake again. And that is why I have my reservations about Barrister Darlington. Atiku, have you forgotten recently when Deborah was killed?
Yeah.
Deborah was killed. He came out, he commiserated, and when his people spoke against it,
He deleted that tweet.
It's an extremist. See, I don't know. We are just so desperate that we want to come out of Nigeria. Truly is between the devil and the devil right now. What Nigeria needs, see, it can just come as a miracle. Nigeria needs uprooting of the kind of politicians we have now. Nigeria needs to start afresh. I'm telling you.
You think they've been mentally shackled by our politicians?
I don't know how that will happen. I'm telling you.
But Esther,
I'm telling you, we'll just keep merry-go-rounding. There's no solution yet.
There is
Thank you.
solution.
I don't know.
The same Atiku, the same Atiku. Remember what he said about Boko Haram when he started? That Obasanjo called him, and he said they should call the army chiefs and give them a marching order. Did you not play it here?
Yeah.
What he said?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Nobody will remember that one. No. They will only remember Deborah.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Fine, Madam Eunice calling from Maggie.
Ah, Madam Eunice, I hope you're not calling to flog me today. Go ahead, ma.
My dear, don't be annoyed.
No, I'm not angry where I have her. No. Go ahead, ma.
Okay, we are talking about Nigeria. And this coalition, they just make me weak.
Wallahi.
Bringing Amaechi out. Is it not Amaechi who sold Jonathan for Buhari?
I wonder.
Who got the whole reverse money to put Buhari there?
Exactly.
It's the beginning of that for not from Amaechi.
Don't mind them.
I beg you, make them find another person who make Obi himself know what he's doing. It's not every time people will be speaking for him. If you don't want to run, let him just say you don't want to run. If you want to run, let him come out boldly.
Abi?
Enough is enough. We need savior who can just help us a bit. Not that anybody is a messiah, but who can put some amendment for all this hardship we are going through. That is what I just want to say this night.
All right, thank you, Madam Eunice. All right, thank you. Have yourself an amazing evening. 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Turn down the volume of your radio. Turn down the volume of your radio when you call. Please, I beg you. Be cool. Be cool. All right. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine.
What's your name?
Mushi.
Huh?
I'm from Mushi.
From Mushi. What's your name, sir?
Nuruddin Shinola.
Nuruddin. Please go ahead, sir.
Shinola. By God's grace, Atiku is our next president, 2027.
Okay. Is that what you want to say, Nuruddin?
I'm telling you, yeah.
Is that all you want to say?
That's it.
Yeah.
This government will apply for it. This government.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Nuruddin, for calling.
Atiku is our choice, 2027.
Okay.
Better.
All right. Mr. Barrister Darlington, you too.
No, because look at the permutation now. I
Okay.
just told you the reason why I think Atiku should go.
Okay. 080-369. What if it's a whole frying pan from frying pan to fire? You know that was how we thought Buhari was. Now people are saying Buhari is better.
No, Atiku has been tried and tested.
Okay.
Atiku was supposed to be governor of Borno. Obasanjo called him to become his vice. That is why he was never the governor of that state. Remember? And when he was the vice to Obasanjo, he was so loyal.
But they had squabbles.
Hold on now. That was when the second time of Obasanjo, when he didn't want him to replace him. That is what the trick Obasanjo played.
Hello? Okay, hello.
Esther, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Are you on the road?
Yeah, I'm driving, though I can't talk.
All right, what's your name, please?
This is Mr. Ernest.
Mr. Ernest. Location, road. Okay, go ahead.
The road. I'm going back to work. So,
all right.
Today I disagree with you, Pastor Darren.
Okay.
Totally, because even people are inside the vehicle are saying it, that the marketing will be, and it's not good.
Okay.
Okay, so far, he refused to answer the question you asked, that who is the best among all of them. And
I mentioned Atiku.
Atiku is not best, okay? Forget the statement.
Who will come?
Peter Obi is the best for us.
You don't get it.
Okay, I want to give you a reason.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. As a governor of Anambra State then, it was the only person that did accounts after the tenure.
Yes.
Who else does it? Did Atiku do it?
No, hold on now. Atiku was just a vice. So. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm saying that Obi is easy. Had he been Obi have anything, any money that embezzled, they could have picked up all this while. But they have not found anything guilty about Obi. So it's person that can arrange this country for me. I'm not talking about myself, sure.
Good.
So that is it.
I am
please, if you are saying, talk about yourself, and is an Igbo man that is competent so far to rule this country, and this is time to do it.
Oh, good.
So don't demarcate. Don't discourage people to vote for them.
You see, Esther.
All right, thank you for calling.
I don't want them to rubbish Obi.
Okay.
I've been saying it.
You don't want who to rubbish Obi?
The people that are pushing him now, go and run.
Okay, you don't want him to run? You want him to be a vice to Atiku?
What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that, for God's sake?
People are saying, why can't Atiku support? Why must Peter Obi be the one to be the vice with the organic followership he got in 2023? That is the issue. They say, why can't... Wait. They say Atiku has been campaigning from time immemorial. That they feel that it's now beyond... He's obsessed with wanting to be the president. Look. So why would they... Now that supposedly somebody from the Southeast, let's put it that way, seems to have that organic followership or organic following, and, why can't Atiku be the one to step aside?
I don't know why people are not listening to me. Esther,
it's okay. If
Obi becomes vice to Atiku and make his mark,
his mark how?
As a vice.
Do you think the vice has any important role to play?
Oh God. By running the economy, I'm telling you, that will show up his credentials.
Do you think Atiku will allow him to have that free hand to run the economy?
Why not? If not, why not? Because that is the real reason why he's even going with him. Why not? If not, that's what Jonathan did.
Do you think Kashim Shettima is helping President Tinubu now?
What is he doing? Nothing.
I'm just asking.
He's not doing anything.
What I'm saying is that the role of the vice has really literally been more moribund.
It was then, but under the dispensation, we are calling it a rescue mission. They are going to work together. Okay. Because look at it this way. When Buhari came with Idiagbo, who was the man behind the throne? Was it not Idiagbo?
Hello, sir. Good
because
evening.
If your boy run now, he will run for one term. He will run for one term.
Barrister.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, sir. What's your name?
This is Mayor from First Tag.
All right, Mayor from First Tag. Please go ahead.
You see, I disagree with Barrister Darlington.
Okay, go.
I know he has his reason.
Okay, go ahead.
But I feel, I keep saying it, and I stand to be corrected, that what P2B achieved politically within 6 months, or say not more than 7 months, between 2020 and 2023 election, I stand to be corrected that Dr. Atiku, Ifawolowo, Ahmadu Bello, Sadauna, Ahmadu Bello, and Bello never achieved it in their entire political life. P2B is an entity, as long as this country is concerned. Even if he decides not to contest 2027, he has made a mark that to take time for somebody, that is, I said the record somebody can spread. So
okay.
It's based on that I think if Atiku, even what the propaganda they say about him, and you can't compare Atiku with Tinubu because
Yes, we know that no man is exempt, but Atiku did his best as the head of the economic team under his boss, former boss, Mr. Obasanjo. But I think what Atiku should rightly do now, as a patriot, which I believe he is, as an elder statesman, is to gather support for P2B and remain a statesman. P2B has what it takes to rescue this country. Because Nigeria, let me tell you, these people are saying that what will P2B have done differently. You see, P2B was able to rescue Anambra right from the beginning when he was when he tried to cut down costs. Remember how we bought 406 instead of bulletproof car they gave you? He used that money to buy 406 and give to judges and kept telling. He said,
all right, okay. We get your gist now. Thank you. We need to take other calls, okay?
If you reduce cost, the just economy will pick up. And people can reduce cost because all these yachts, all these presidential jets doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help this economy.
Thank you.
I have said it that Tinubu is good at profligacy.
Hello?
He's very good at that.
Yes, good evening. How are you?
This is Remy.
Hello?
Remy, go ahead.
This is Remy.
Remy, how are you? Good evening.
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. Happy New Month.
Thank you. Greetings to
Mr. Darlington.
Yeah.
All right, Remy, go ahead, please.
Let me start from US. You said you were on the field during the election.
Yes, we went to cover the votes, those voting.
Yeah, my question to you, according to your field report, who won Rivers State election?
I was not in Rivers State. I did it in Lagos.
I thought you said you were on the field.
I was on the field now. I was in Victoria Island. I went to the island. That was where I went
thought you were in,
to cover the elections.
You covered Atiku State.
Yeah. According to the Lagos State report or the result they released, are you telling me the margin they claimed was the original margin according to your field report?
Remy, what I was trying to tell you was that we spoke with persons who voted for the APC. So I was saying that people voted for the president, that the results didn't just come from thin air.
And I'm asking you, the result of Rivers State, who won that state? What you claim 8 million people
Labour Party won Rivers State. They've come out to say that, yes.
Who declared? Who was declared as the winner of Rivers State?
INEC declared APC as the winner.
Good.
Oh yeah, do the subtraction.
Yes, do it.
Are you telling me it's still going to be 8 million?
I wonder.
I'm using that same logic you used to.
And it's not just Rivers State, there are other states where votes were deducted. That's why they could not publish it. That's the real issue here.
If you are to add Rivers State to Obi's Obi won 13 states, 13 good states, without any political
exactly.
Without any elected official on its side, without no prominent person on his side, yes, he won. For you to know that people voted for him willingly, going by that fact. So media too should stop misrepresenting facts.
We are not misrepresenting facts. I'm just saying that you cannot say that nobody voted for the president to say that votes were inflated or something like that. People vote. I spoke with them. They voted APC.
How many of them now? How many of them?
They voted 8 million. And I brought out Rivers State. I brought out Lagos State.
Remy, you're not still getting it, isn't it? I'm just saying that people voted for the
How many of them? How many of them?
That's just what I was trying to tell you. So don't make it seem as if people did not vote for him and INEC just packed mark and gave him.
The vote couldn't have given him victory now. He couldn't have given him victory.
No, that was where my own argument is coming from. That people voted.
Obi had 30 states, but INEC declared for him. That's the fact. Both of us cannot argue over. So now, that is the fact.
Yes, now.
So media too should also put the fact out there. We shouldn't talk with history because we are writing this as we are speaking.
You're still not getting where I'm coming from, but I understand what you're saying.
I need to try to understand where I'm coming from.
I do, but you're making it seem as if I misrepresented facts. How did I misrepresent facts?
Sorry, hold on. You said Tinubu went to work with Mobile and all that. Some of those companies claim to have worked with told us that he never worked with them.
I wonder.
It's on his profile. If you go to his profile right now, you will see that.
What was the fact from the company claim that he had worked for?
I wonder.
Which one did you take? The company said, okay, I know you once worked with IFM. I knew when you were there. So imagine IFM saying you never worked with them. Some of us were talking a lie. We heard you. The company claimed to have worked with them. You didn't work with them. And you're still saying you worked with them. That is not saying what is factual.
And no single evidence. You couldn't bring any single evidence. No
the
single
school
evidence.
He said he attended was established 4 years after he left the school. So whenever you are really now talk about it, let us say those things too. You know what primary school, we don't know the school. You know the school? Oh yeah, I'm asking you, tell me the school your president went to. I'm asking you now. Tell me the school your president went to. I know some of his leader boys will tell you it doesn't matter.
Abidin, where is Abidin? Abidin, you need to come and respond to Remy, please.
Oh yeah, lastly, I had issue with your own argument too.
With Obi.
It's easy to say Amaechi was pro APC in 2015. How about Atiku? When was Atiku 2015? He also sold. He also traded Jonathan.
But
Obi was still with Jonathan.
But today now, with all the options we have, Atiku is
better. Cannot change the sport. I beg.
Hello, good evening. How are you? Remy, thank you. Bye-bye. Hello.
We have tried and tested Atiku.
Good evening. How are you? Turn down the volume of your radio.
What is on ground now? We need somebody that can match Tinubu.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Sefuengbe. I'm calling you from Mafoluku.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. God bless you and your analysts.
Thank you very much.
Barrister Darlington, God bless you, sir.
Yes, sir.
One of the things I think about this leadership is, for example, I look at Nigeria, the moment we are now, what we are facing now, we are like a blind man leading a homeless pit.
I'm telling you.
That's number one. Number two, somehow, we may not blame Tinubu if he doesn't perform.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
If I give you something to hold for me, Esther, I can always ask you for it.
Yeah.
And then if you fail to give me, we can go any length. Legally, logically, I gave you something to hold for me. Nigeria did not give Tinubu mandate. So nobody has right to question him. He can do whatever he likes.
Good.
INEC and the judiciary decided to hand over the mantle of rulership, not leadership. Because a leader is someone that leads by example.
Exactly.
What we have is ruler.
Exactly.
INEC and judiciary decided to hand over the mantle of rulership to Tinubu.
Exactly.
And that is why nobody questions his actions and inactions.
Exactly.
We didn't vote for him. You can only ask someone to account for something you handed over to him. You cannot come to me now. You can't ask me to account for what you didn't hand over to me.
Exactly.
It amounts to gross misconduct and it's maybe Barrister doesn't think I help with the legal language to qualify it. So somehow, when we are looking at this man, we should look at it from a different perspective. We didn't vote for him. Nobody. For all, I don't know. According to the result he published, that he got 8 million. Me, I don't know how he got that 8 million. For me, I know APC did not get up to 5 million in Nigeria.
Good.
For my life in the politics of this country, if I am told that somebody will defeat APC in Lagos with such a margin,
I wonder.
I will say this is a capitalist lie. With such a margin.
All right. Thank you very much.
And at the end of the day, they said that person did not win.
I wonder.
And then judiciary and INEC decided to hand over to someone else. So it's only judiciary and INEC can question Tinubu if he's not doing well. Not the citizens, not the populace.
Exactly.
We didn't vote for him.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Thank
Besides,
you for calling.
Tinubu told you that he sponsored himself.
Let me take some messages, okay? Adedayo Olaoluwapo. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Thank you very much. Real TV, good evening. Thank you, Real TV. God bless you. Adedayo, insecurity in Nigeria is a game. Only God could save us. Real TV, Bayo is the one that has short memory. Was it not APC that has been ruling since 10 years now?
I wonder.
What positive impact have they made to Nigerians? So I'm reading from YouTube. I'm reading your comments on YouTube. Real TV says, Bayo have forgotten the scam in the refinery they claim has been reopened for now, functioning all na lamba. Okay, chilled power. Thank you very much. We've gotten that. Ngozi Ilo, good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. I hate hearing that name, Onanuga. He Wow. Okay. Well, Real TV, yes, we're paying subsidy. Thought they said he is saving money. Why do we still borrow? Many don't ride their cars anymore. They now use bicycle. Like me, I'm using bicycle as a means of transport. Chukwuka Dennis, good evening, Esther Ambassador Darlington. I blame the Nigerian youth for allowing these useless, corrupt, and criminal politicians to get away with whatever they do. Adedayo says, Mr. Bayo, where is Lai Mohammed? Real TV, my dear Esther, that guy T-Pain is not mentally fit. He can't even articulate his words for better comprehension. I'm sure you don't even understand what he says, Esther. Hey, and Beniza Godson, Nigeria is a pity. Abidin Adeyemo, how are you, Barrister Darlington? Won't you say you're fine?
What?
Shield power. I don't understand Bubu either. Abidin Adeyemo, all these personal attacks are unnecessary. You can do better. Nathaniel Abu, please, Esther, what's your problem now? Is Tinubu not a first-class president?
I wonder.
He was
Is that not what he told us? Even the man you call from Bagada.
Oh God, Timi Ebieko. My dear Esther, good evening to you, Ambassador Darlington. Good evening to you. Ngozi Ilo says Nigeria, sorry Ndokpele, Yankuri, Abidin Adeyemo, you are misleading your followers, Barrister Darlington. Real TV. That interview with Dino is owed 2 years ago, but still facts. Yes,
hold on. Whether it is 2 years or 10 years ago, is it not a fact? All he said, all the things he said there, has it changed? Okay. Do you know the person of Tinubu?
All right.
Aberdeen, do you know him? In fact, if you cannot come here to trash out this matter with you, I want you to just keep silent.
President
keep quiet. They have invited you here, you cannot
Aberdeen.
come. Abba what? I've told you, they don't have enough time for
ABI, not Abba. Abba. It's not Aberdeen. You have Igbolized his.
What is wrong with Aberdeen and Aberdeen? Is he challenging the name? He's not even complaining.
I don't want to laugh. He's not
complaining. You have invited him here to come. If you wrote one line, this man is saying, come here. If you cannot come here, please keep quiet because you are not making any sense.
He has a right.
Which
to
right?
Give his
Which right?
It is his right to give his opinion.
Let him come here and then tell us the personality of Tinubu. Let him come and defend it. Okay. It's very important. We want to know him. What is wrong with that?
Real TV says yes. So Tinubu had a first class in accounting, so we heard, but not first class in leading the country. Chukwuka Dennis, Esther, please mention those people that voted for Tinubu. Please spare us that your devil's advocate.
I wonder.
Hey, Chukwuka.
I wonder.
Ike Aneke blamed the technical glitch that prevented upload to the RF portal. Ebenezer Godson, Afghanistan is better than Nigeria now. Chukwuka Dennis, you said you were on ground that day. Were you in other states in Nigeria? Real TV says, Esther, Tinubu package according to Barrister Darlington. Little mistakes. Barrister Darlington, we love you. The truth can never be hidden forever.
Exactly.
Just watch and see how the Shore guy will call and say how Tinubu won. Esther, I can answer your question. He got the template from the internet now because I was asking how he got his renewed hope agenda template. Abidin Adeyemo, your tone towards President Tinubu is quite different from how you would react if someone spoke about Peter Obi. Similarly, it seems your response is driven by personal bias rather than principle.
It's Tinubu that is in office now.
Okay, so Real TV says, please wake up, Barrister Darlington. 2027 is fast approaching. Something must be done before 2027 approaches. Abidin goes again, you are quick to defend your own, but when it comes to others, your standards change. Is that really about conviction,
what do you want me to say? I said Tinubu is in the saddle now. So all the blame and all the credit should go to him.
Little mistakes. My brother was listening to VOP News today. One Yoruba guy told him to stop listening to that radio, that if he wants to listen, now calm down. That if he wants to listen to the news, he should use an earpiece or play music instead. Little mistakes. Are you sure about this? Please, let's not promote, let's be certain what we're saying. Collins, okay boy, the INEC chairman that sold Nigerians to Tinubu, where Nigerians didn't give vote to Tinubu, but judges in the criminal room imposed Tinubu on us. Tinubu must go 2027. Collins, okay boy, the annex. Okay, I think Nathaniel Abu Abidin, what can you defend about Tinubu? Mention one area Tinubu got it right in all his policies.
Exactly.
Adedayo says, at Abidin, if Tinubu do good in the country, nobody will have mouth to speak bad about him. But check all that he has been doing. Little mistakes goes, even in the streets, they now want people to listen to what they want. I was pissed off. The truth is now paining them. All right. Okay. Chilled Power says the killings going on in Benue and Plateau, it's a shame. It's a shame. Tinubu should leave first. If people aren't imposing us, Nigeria would become heaven. Abidin says it's only those who have independent thoughts that will understand Tinubu's policies. Ngozi Ilo says, Esther, I don't know where you are standing in this matter, or are you now working for Tinubu indirectly? Wahala. Obed Oje says, okay, wow, Princess Esther is a member of special month of the year, June. She is 15th and Obed Oje is 16th. No wonder I am not surprised. Ifo Yebule is here too. Great presenters are here. Thank you very much. Colin says, INEC chairman that sold Nigeria to Tinubu, where Nigerians didn't give our votes. Okay, fine. I think I've been able to read it. Obed Oje, intelligent Barrister Darlington Agumo, please start wishing us well on our birthday in advance. So, all right, thank you. Shoni Kon Olawale, good evening, Esther. Barrister Darlington really understand Tinubu's tactics of government. Olushola says, Dino should not talk about bad family on open spaces. Esther, please. They're a called movement without motion, actions without results, not even a single area of improvement. All right. Okay. Let's go on to WhatsApp. Wow. The messages on YouTube are quite many. This person says, good evening, crew. This government is the worst in history. 2 years of nightmares, sorrow, tears, and blood. This government is like a student that failed an exam and you're praising yourself. Also, you want to promote himself to another class. Like I used to say, the foundation that brought this government into power is not credible. All that it does, it won't work. Like Dele Faritimi said, you can't bribe your way into power and expect development.
I'm telling you.
All right. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. There must be a law that says any office holder that defects from the party that brings him to power automatically loses a position without going through any other validation from legislators, whether president, governor, or legislators. Only then would we have government that is ready to serve the people. Alfred from Onisha.
We have it, oh, they are not obeying it.
Good evening, Barrister and Esther. Atiku could have been the governor of Adamawa State, not Borno. All right.
Yes, Adamawa, yeah.
Good evening. My name is AA from Akowajo. No vacancy in Aso Rock come 2027. Tinubu all the way. Your guest is confused. This is AA from Akowajo. All right, AA. Esther, good evening. Dino Malai's analysis against Tinubu is a bomb. If we can replay it every day, APC will be shaking. Israel from Ichesh.
It's what is already known, no. It's what is already known, no. Yes, now.
Hey.
It's known. It's just
from
that
Yemi in Lagos. Darlington's insincere perspective on the ongoing defections. When will Darlington stop amusing listeners like me with his ill-conceived and misleading perspectives on trending political issues? If he's not beating the drum of ethnic bigotry and divisiveness, he's echoing his sentiment and hatred for Tinubu and the APC. As far as Darlington is concerned, Tinubu is to be blamed for everything, including intra-party crisis and other parties. In fact, if a woman fails to be conceived in her marriage, Tinubu is a cause. I beg. Who will come settle this fight between Darlington and Tinubu now? Now, wow. Each time his name is mentioned while I listen to VOP's evening program, there's this little kid around me who would usually shout ecstatically, Esther. I just couldn't resist laughing hilariously. Darlington, to me, is not an analyst. I believe that the VOP only engage him just to lighten up the program with some fun and jokes. How on earth can someone who professes to be a lawyer allow himself to be so consumed by sentiment, hatred, and with such uncontrolled passion while speaking on a live radio program? Imagine him declaring openly that defections by state governors are inconsequential to election outcomes. How insincere and misleading can that be? Darlington needs to be more objective and broad-minded. He needs to realize that while on a live broadcast, he's addressing the whole world and not just the VOP listeners only. Okay, let me quickly clarify that I'm not absolutely against Darlington. I sometimes agree outright with some of his submissions on contemporary issues, but he needs to adjust his ethnocentric style as it's adding no value to
it. It doesn't matter whether you agree with me or not. The fact is out there. Esther, when APC was doing their propaganda and deceived the whole Nigerians and came into power, it was all well and good. Is that not true? You asked for Lai Mohammed here. Is there anything on earth that Lai Mohammed did not tell us in this country? It was well and good that time. When they were lying, propaganda, deceit, everything on earth. You can see people, you can see human beings. Look at the man that spoke now.
Good
he was not even ashamed that he's supporting the man that lied to you to get your vote, and you are not ashamed of what he's doing in office. Right, I'm sorry for you.
We still have quite a lot of messages.
I'm sorry for you.
Let's look at an opportunity for us to make proper investments. How are you, Victor?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening to you.
Happy new month. Happy new month. Happy new month to everyone out there. And once again, my name is Victor from Kudos Homes Limited. And the reason why I'm here is to present the opportunity that stands in having a property investment. In fact, it is being said that the only investment on earth that can stand the test of time is earth itself. So let me quickly talk about the different locations where we have our properties, and I want you all to take your pen and to take your book and pen and paper and start jotting down our phone numbers. So here in Lagos, we have in Omuketu Ekpe, which is Omuketu Ekpe, and the name of the estate is Kudos Heritage. Now, Kudos Heritage is currently on a promo. We are still extending the promo. We still want more people to become landowners. So instead of 2.5 million naira, this is an opportunity for you to own a property with just 950,000 naira. So with 950,000, you get a plot of land in Kudos Heritage Omu Ketu Ekpe. With 950 instead of 2.5, you get a plot of land in Kudos Heritage Omu Ketu Ekpe. Now the phone number to call again is 0905 904 7514 0905 904 7514. In Agbowa, Ikorodu axis, yes, in Agbowa, we have Kudos City. Kudos City is currently selling for just 1.5 million naira per plot. Also in Omuketu Ekpe, we still have another estate that is known as Kudos Heights. Kudos Heights is currently selling for 4.5 million naira per plot. And in Delta State, we have Fairview Estate Phase 2, which is located in Ibuzo, and Fairview Estate Phase 2 is currently selling for 2.5 million naira per plot. And we have Kudos Court, which is also located in Ibuzo, and Kudos Court is selling for 4.5 million naira per plot. And we have the Kudos Height in Ibuzo as well, and Kudos Height is selling for just 1.5 million naira per plot. Now, all of these estates that I've mentioned in Ibuzo, they are very close to the Asaba International Airport, and they are also close to the first and second Niger Bridge. Now, let me call my phone number again. The phone number to call is 0905 904 7514 0905 904 7514. Now, the opportunity that we have in Omuketu Ekpe, it is good for everyone to seize that opportunity to be a property owner. Now, we go for inspection every Thursdays and Saturday, and our office address, our inspection here in Lagos is every Thursdays and Saturday. Then in Asaba, our inspection is every day excluding on Sunday. So you can go every day excluding on Sunday, and you can visit our office at number 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, Abule Udu bus stop, Egbeda, Lagos. We have offices also in Delta State. So the number again to call is 0905 904 7514 0905 904 7514. So start investing today so that you can own your own piece of land in any of our estate. Especially, you need to seize the opportunity to own a plot of land in Kudos Heritage Omu Ketu Ekpe. Instead of 2.5, is now selling for 950,000. So before I go, the number again to call is 0905 904 7514 0905 904 7514.
All right, kudos, Victor. Thank you very much for coming in today. Okay, so I'll just take a few messages and then get to hear what Barrister Darlington has to say as his final take on the conversations we've had and how he intends to respond to those who have kind of flogged him a little bit. Barrister Darlington.
Is there any other person apart from Abadima?
Abadin. Barrister Darlington has immobilized your name. Esther, I like that question of who does Barrister Darlington think is good in case President Tinubu is dropped. At my own side, from Western Part, ex-VP Professor Yemi Oshibajo, ex-Lagos State Governor, Lagos State Akinwumi Ambode, ex-Governor Minister Fashola, Eastern Part, Peter Obi, Barrister Darlington, but he won't get support being plain and factual. Dono Duke, though, not so clean, but still better than Rotimi Amaechi, more better than Nyesom Wike.
We are talking of those who are already in the ring.
Okay, good evening, Esther. Peter from Ejigbo. The military said they dislodged Boko Haram and insurgents, about 2,000 killed, but no video or pictures for verification. I have said it numerous times that this man has no identity, and France are using him because they know that the president of Nigeria has no high-tech company. Wow. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. I just want to ask a question, please. Are you aware that a particular emir security guards broke the entrance door to where Mr. President all seated at an event after the entrance door. Yet everywhere is silent. Ezekiel, where are you getting this?
I wonder.
I beg, be careful with what you're putting out here if you don't have any facts.
Anemia.
Be very, very careful. Hi, the president really has not performed at all. He's a professor in politics, but very poor in governance. Nigerians will decide come 2027. Jerry from Ikeja. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Hi, good evening. Today is just 2nd of June, and I have my man of the month already. Dino Malai is my man of the month. Esther, you know very well that Bola Tinubu is not fit physically and mentally, yet you went ahead to play his...
In fact, I thank God. No, he played it so that I can analyze it.
No, he's...
Aberdeen, are you aware?
He's not Aberdeen.
That one concerns you.
You guys, I don't know how to laugh ladylike. I usually snort.
Is it not your friend from Bagada who will not let me rest?
He said, Esther, you know very well, and you went to play the draw. Yet you went ahead to play his voice. That I want to disgrace him further. For your mind, you think so the package Who told you guys?
Yes,
I was trying to make us remember that the president was asking the governors to also play their role since FAC allocation has increased. Why?
That is part of the propaganda. Leave that thing. How much?
Okay,
How much?
Bayer is 100% right. Nigerians are very short in memory, and that's why we are where we are today.
Exactly.
The Lekki massacre happened less than 2 years before the so-called election general took election that Tinubu won. Meanwhile, he was a suspect in the matter. What about his style of governance as governor in Lagos, which is to extort the masses in every means possible? Tinubu, from his political history, has no business in anything called good governance at any level. Rather, he's all about get power and become stronger than the country's institutions. Ururu from Ayobo.
Exactly.
All right. Good evening, Esther. Dino Malai is just out of bitterness. Remember, he's the same Dino who impregnated an actress and refused to acknowledge the child. It's also the same Dino Iyabo Ojo called out for chopping her and clean mouth, and Iyabo Ojo laid a curse on him. As for Mr. Darlington, we love you, sir, and you will likely keep shouting like this till 2031 since you never see any good thing coming out of Nigeria, even though 8 years of Umahi is there to see in Ebonyi, but nothing to see in Anambra. Tunde from Ijegun.
Tunde. But you have a governor like Dave Umahi who sold their land to Fulani herdsmen, and they are now ravaging that place. May you have a Dave Umahi who sold his brothers. Look at what he did at Landmark. May you have a Dave Umahi who is praising Tinubu and telling us that High Tech is doing a pro bono job at Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. And you know who owns High Tech. May you have such a Dave Umahi here. You see, all of you are talking out of ignorance. I'm not joking.
All right. Good evening. No person in their right sense talks down on their leaders. Dino did not do right by talking down on his president in that manner. No, this was 2 years ago. This was 2 years ago.
Whether it is 10 years ago.
We had to take back based on the 2 years that was just commemorated by the president.
What he said.
There are other ways to pass the message to him. Dan Ladi from Okota. I support that Mr. Darlington should take it smooth on the president and be constructive and not personal. Dan Ladi said you should take it smooth on the president, be constructive and not personal.
What is personal here, Esther? I said I want to know my president. What is what is personal here?
Good evening, Barrister and Esther. Well, Esther, you are a birthday mate, and my twin brother were 19th of June. Yeah, we're June babies. We're June babies. Esther, we're blessed. Happy birthday to us in advance. Yes, we're blessed. I agree with you. Well done, guys, for the good job you're doing. Namdi is my name from Ojota. Thank you, Namdi. God bless you.
What have you people done?
We're blessed.
In what way?
June babies are blessed.
And Nigeria is like
this. Want to envy this. We are envious. From Barrister Adekoya Solomon. Good evening, Esther, my amiable senior learned colleague. Please, Esther, whatever statement or comment said against Tinubu from anyone should be welcomed. Esther, we're just tired and can no longer condole the presence of Tinubu as a president. What Dino says, whether personal or any format, is true and accepted by us. Imagine Bayananaga telling Nigerians have short memory. This is insult and emotional touch-up. Please, Esther, why do we have a lot of people in Tinubu's regime paying lip services? Of all your interviews this evening, the worst is that of Bayananaga. Tinubu is just one chance for you and I. Poor health system, bad road, poor education, insecurity, kidnapping, stealing and looting of public fund by the cabinet of Tinubu, lack of food, power failure, failed judiciary, constant borrowing without nothing to show for it, lack of rule of law. In conclusion, I always wish you don't play the interview of Wiki and Tinubu, but both speeches lack substance. In 2027 minus Wiki, Tinubu will never win election. All right. Okay, that was quite long. Esther, stop asking Mr. Darlington rhetoric questions about Tinubu. Everything about this man is questionable. Nigerians are in the hand of evil men that just gathered together and hijacked this nation. Esther, please, Nigerians didn't vote for Tinubu and you know it. Stop playing devil's advocate here. Senator from Isolo. Oh, wow, this is quite long. Okay. My name is Taiwo Olabode from EAC in Ottawa. You people are doing a great job. If Barrister Darlington is talking like this, it's personal, but no, because no one love what is happening generally in the country. All right, thank you very much. Esther, please tell this Darlington that the way he's doing his analysis, he may be arrested soon. David from Oshodi. Barrister Darlington, because they say...
On what ground?
Dino Malaya and Barrister Darlington's criticism of President Tinubu seems driven by personal bias. However, Tinubu has shown resilience and determination. I believe he will deliver on his promises. While it's challenging to convince everyone, those with independent thoughts will give him the benefit of the doubt. Given Barrister Darlington's apparent Igbo-centric perspective, further debate may be unfruitful. Abidin from Bagada.
The same thing he said the other time.
Abidin, you need to come to this radio station.
He will not come. He will not come. Coward. He will not come.
Don't abuse him. It's not needful. Don't do that.
You can see what they are saying, Esther. You see, I cannot look. Please.
No, don't abuse Abidin.
I am not abusing.
Did not insult you.
What do you mean?
It was David that made that.
Whichever, they are the same. You don't even know whether they're in the same room now. They are talking from the same spot. They think that they are very clever. Esther, please, on a more serious note, these are young Nigerians, so they don't even know that their future is gone.
How do you know Mr. Abidin is young? Maybe early.
What do you mean by that?
60-something.
Let him talk now. He's not my age mate. I'm his father. He is not my age mate.
You'll be shocked.
Yes, from the way he talks. He doesn't talk like an elderly person who can be older than me. Let him come here. Let him show up here. Tomorrow now, they say you don't invite anybody who is not Igbo. We have been inviting you people now. Come and meet me. Come now, come. Come.
What's your final take, please?
Every time they be talking anyhow. When Lai Mohammed was lying to Nigerians and saying also, it was good that time, Esther, it was good that time. That's why we entered into the trouble. Because nobody challenged them and said, no, this is not true. I remember I was going to a radio station that time to counter what they were saying. They declared me persona non grata. That I'm attacking Tinubu. I'm a PDP person. This and that. Esther, I said I know the station. I mentioned them here before. They declared me persona non grata because I was telling them the truth that this thing, if you enter, you will not come out. I was saying it, Esther. I was saying it. I got so pissed off. At a point, they don't want me to be coming. In a radio station in Nigeria, today now, who is right and who is wrong? Esther, who is right now? You can see, that's why they say, what an elder sees sitting down. A young man that climbed Birokoti will not see it. Imagine if we are taking a stand and say, no, we cannot go further than this. So, Esther, do you think we'll be where we are today? Look at it. I told you there are mistakes you cannot make in life because you will never recover from that mistake. Go and ask Esther in the Bible. He sold his birthright, he never recovered it. Till tomorrow. He will never. I thought the same thing we are talking here now. That people are talking from both sides of their mouth. They don't want to reason. Don't worry yourself. I'll be here. All of us will be here to see the fruit of our labor. It's not a matter of time. We'll be here. Let Tinubu enter 2027. You will now see that is the one way past Biati, according to them in the street balance. You will be here to see what will happen in 2027. I hope Abadin and the rest, they will be here. They should not complain. No, they should not complain. Ask about them myself. About them. Our here. What are you telling me? We are talking of a very serious issue. These people don't even know what is going on.
Abidin, you've been baptized.
Very painful.